Recorded Books presents an unabridged recording of Criminal Justice by Barbara Parker, narrated by Pete Bradbury. This book is copyrighted 1997 by Barbara Parker. This recording is copyrighted 2003 by Recorded Books. Dan Galindo was once one of the best young lawyers in the U.S. Attorney's Office before he refused to put a lying witness on the stand and lost the case, and then his job a week later, and then his wife. At least, he thinks, as he scrapes a living in a shabby Miami law office, things can't get any worse. And now, Criminal Justice.
Chapter 1. Two men stood looking out past the ruined terrace into the blazing light of a Sunday afternoon. One man held a pair of binoculars to his eyes. The other peered through the long lens of a telephoto camera. No one across the lake was likely to see them. The shadow of the roof and the overgrown trees cast the interior of the house into an unnatural darkness. The room was silent, except for the clicking of a shutter. Along one wall, a folding table held recording equipment. The woman sitting there jotted notes on a clipboard. The glow of a small lamp reflected on her face. Her movements were precise and unhurried. At her feet, electrical cords were routed to a junction box. Another line ran along the wall, then across the living room, held down by strips of duct tape. Elaine McHale walked in, hearing the slight echo of her own footsteps on the bare concrete floor of what had once been a $2 million lakefront house in a development in one of those vast tracts northwest of Miami. Elaine had driven up to check out the surveillance operation. The agent in charge, Vincent Hooper, had opened the garage for her so she could park her car out of sight. As far as the neighbors knew, the place was being renovated for the new owners, who lived out of state. The woman at the table looked up from her notes. Daisy Estrada, petite and auburn-haired, could have been any of the wives who might be found lunching at the Lakewood Village Country Club, except for the pistol holstered at her waist. She greeted Elaine by name. Elaine knew one of the men at the windows, Carlos Herrera, a Colombian-born agent with a graying mustache. They exchanged a nod. The other man was younger, with a dark blonde ponytail. She extended her hand. Elaine McHale, Assistant U.S. Attorney. Glad to meet you, Scott Irwin. The knees of his jeans were ripped, and his black T-shirt had a picture of a guitarist with spiked hair. His one earring was a silver skull. She took all...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?